AI video tools are changing faster than my own notification settings, making it nearly impossible to keep track of what actually works. I spent the last few weeks doing the tedious but surprisingly fun work of testing nearly every major model on the market today. We are looking for the tools that deliver believable visuals, that cinematic punch, and most importantly, the ones that save you real time and money. Today, I am walking you through everything I tried, calling out the winners, the losers, and where a tool like Vizard fits into your actual creative workflow. Let us start with Google Veo, which is a model you definitely want in your toolkit because of its sheer flexibility. You can push it toward a gritty sci-fi look or a soft period drama, and it generally does a solid job of delivering the aesthetic. The animation quality is pretty good, but not entirely flawless, especially when you start asking for complex physical interactions with objects. I once asked the model to have an astronaut open a jar with an alien inside, and the movement felt a bit unnatural and disjointed. Veo really shines, however, when it comes to dialogue-heavy scenes where lip syncing matters. The cadence and facial movements are often more convincing than most of the competition currently out there. It stumbles slightly when you mix that high-quality dialogue with specific physical actions, like opening a car door. Priced at about $1 per clip, Veo is a dependable workhorse, and I would comfortably slot it into the B-tier category. Next is OpenAI's Sora, which is weirdly awesome if your primary goal is creating viral, meme-style content. It excels at that surreal, short attention span chaos that performs so well on platforms like TikTok and Instagram. But it is extremely limited by heavy censorship and a lack of support for uploading your own images for consistent characters. If you want to chase virality, Sora is A tier, but for serious narrative filmmaking, it is definitely a D tier choice. Kling AI is the surprise high performer of this bunch as it nails sharpness and complex animation sequences. It handled subtle movements, like a character crouching and blending into shadows, much more convincingly than the other models. The voices have a slightly hollow, podcast-style vibe, but the overall image fidelity pushes Kling into the A tier for me. One major issue every creator faces right now is model churn, where new tools appear almost every single day. That is where aggregator platforms like InVideo become useful because they let you test multiple models in one place. I also tested a model called 1.2.6, which was generally decent but lacked the sharp detail I prefer. It is budget friendly at around 65 cents per clip, but with weaker audio and lip sync, it sits in C tier. Runway Gen 4.5 is interesting because it produces massive amounts of motion, though people often deform in odd ways during longer shots. It lacks built-in audio at the moment, so your clips might feel hollow without some heavy post-production work. CART 1.5 Pro is a total sleeper hit, preserving great detail while handling human movement quite effectively. It sometimes tries to over-animate by adding camera shakes you didn't ask for, which places it firmly in the B tier. Grok provided some imaginative results, but the clips are too short and the audio often sounds robotic and flat. Midjourney is the king of images, but its video capabilities are currently jittery and physics-defying, landing it in D tier for video. Luma Ray 3 surprised me with its excellent camera rotations, though it struggles with unwanted motion and lacks native audio. Hagen 2.3 is decent for big human motion, but it blurred too many details and lacked the consistency I needed for serious work. This brings us to the real problem. Managing files across all these different platforms is essentially a full-time job. That is exactly where Vizard fits into the puzzle, not as just another generator, but as your essential repurposing engine. Instead of hunting for viral moments manually, I just drop my long AI-generated scenes into Vizard. It automatically detects those high-energy segments, trims them into ready-to-post clips, and suggests perfect captions. I can then set my entire posting calendar for the week, making sure everything is optimized for each specific platform. This approach saves me so much money compared to generating endless tiny clips across 10 different paid platforms. You can even import 2 different renders of the same scene and A/B test which one performs better with your audience. My final ranking, Kling and Veo take the top spots for their balance, while others like CART and Luma are solid secondary options. If you want to actually grow an audience, pair your best generator with an editor like Vizard to keep the content machine running. Stop wrangling files manually, let the automation handle the heavy lifting, and spend your time focusing on your next big, weird, creative idea. If you want to see how I built this entire story and the pipeline behind it, check out my other breakdown video. Pick the model that matches your visual goal today and use Vizard to turn those long renders into a constant stream of viral content.